Friends, we just saw the rhyming system where we link 10 points of the answer controlling pollution with 10 words, 1 bun, 2 shoe, 3 tree, like that. But there is a limitation with the technique. You can only remember one answer with the one list. Now I will teach you the chain system by which you can remember many answers whenever you are studying. One of the greatest obstacles students face is they have to remember a lot of answers from their textbook. So now I will teach you how the chain system works. Here what we do is we link the first point with the second, second with the third, third with the fourth, fourth with the fifth, and so on till we form an entire chain. That is why it is called the chain system. We form a storyline, a sort of 10 pictures linked together as a video so that it is easy to remember. Let us see how this technique works. Here friends, I have taken 10 points of an answer and the name of the answer is locating industries. That means if you are starting a factory or a new industry, you need to check for these 10 factors. Let us have a look at the factors. The first point when you are setting up a new industry is that there is government permission, second is energy, third is transportation, fourth is market to sell, fifth is skilled workers, sixth is water, seventh is telecom, 8 is infrastructure, 9 is money, and 10 is technology. Now suppose you want to remember the whole list at one go. When we do memory demonstrations, we often show people how you can remember 50 to 100 words at one go. Just show you how the chain system works. We are going to link the first point with the second, second with the third, third with the fourth, and form a story. So let us go. One day a government servant, okay, just visualize a government servant was full of energy. When he was full of energy, he took his transport vehicle and rushed towards the market. When he was rushing towards the market, he accidentally banged across a worker. The worker fainted there. So the government servant took some water and sprinkled on his face. When the worker got up, he took his mobile phone. Mobile phone will remind us of telecom. The government servant took his mobile phone and dialed the number of the hospital building. Hospital building will remind us of infrastructure because building is related to infrastructure. He called up the hospital building where the doctor demanded a lot of money because the treatment would require the latest technology. So you see how by forming a story, how by forming a storyline, a video, you can remember the whole answer. So one day there was a government servant who was feeling full of energy. He took a transport vehicle, rushed towards the market. He accidentally banged across a worker. The worker fell down. So the government servant took some water and sprinkled on his face. And then he took his mobile phone, called up the hospital building, wherein the doctor demanded either you give me money or else I will not be able to use the latest technology for his treatment. So friends, whenever you are sitting down to write the exam paper and the question flashes in front of you, factors of locating industries, the entire video will start running in your mind. The first point will remind us of a government servant, so government permission. One day there was a government servant who was feeling full of energy. Second point is energy. So he took his transport vehicle, that will remind us of transportation, and dashed towards the market. So fourth point is market. In the market he accidentally banged across a worker. Fifth point is skilled workers. The worker fell down. The government servant picked it up and sprinkled some water on his face. Sixth point is water. Next he took his mobile phone, which will remind us of telecommunication, and dialed the number of the hospital building. Hospital building will remind us of infrastructure. The doctor attended the call and asked for a lot of money. Ninth point is money because he needed the money for the best technological treatment of the victim. So the 10th point is technology. So you see how within 2 minutes we can remember an entire answer of 10 points by forming pictures, making sense and make them look special. Like this you have many answers in your textbook. For every answer, form a video in your mind in a chain, in a logical sequence so that you can remember better. So I hope you have liked all our techniques on memory. Thank you so much.